So many chats coming through, we're not going to be able to...
Yeah, and I'd be able to sort through them all.
We're live.
Pour it out now, let it hit the ground. Taste that amber glory. So savor life's own story. We're talking about it, swirling about it, breathe it in now, shout it. Dive in, let's begin. It's time to spin. We're gonna move on. Pour another one. The Wisdom Whiskey and Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of Wisdom, Whiskey, and...
Old favorites.
Old favorites. So, what are we doing here?
For the most part, when it comes to like buying bourbon, I don't typically buy a bottle more than once, except for a few occasions, right?
Right.
So Wild Turkey, good stuff, right? I bought a couple bottles of those. The Evan Williams Bottled and Bond I've bought a few bottles of, but it's not very often, right?
Mm-hmm.
Knob Creek is one of those that I've bought a few bottles of over the years, and I haven't gone back to it in a while actually, so it'd be good to try it again, right?
Yeah, I don't think I've had it in quite some time. So I guess one of those whiskeys that you buy more often than not would be Woodford, in my case. So that would be my favorite versus your favorite. And
Yeah,
we've got a rye and a bourbon.
Technically my old favorite, but I think it still is going to hold up.
Okay, I'm interested.
And also because we wanted to, we kind of wanted to make this as fair a comparison as possible, because we both like the Woodford Reserve Double Oak.
Mm-hmm.
But Knob Creek doesn't have a similar release that they have. They have a couple of different finishes and some different like higher level age statements and cask strength and stuff like that.
Right.
But no double barrel. So we got the regular old Knob Creek, the regular, run of the mill Woodford, and then we both have the ryes from each of their offerings.
All right, well, how do you think we should...
Proceed?
Yeah.
We should do the Knob Creek first.
Okay. The bourbon or the rye?
The bourbon. I think we do the bourbons first and the rye second.
All right. Sounds good. I'll go ahead and open this one while you're opening that one.
So I
So
don't struggle.
yeah.
That's not going to struggle on this one. It's got the wax on it. So like for a new like whiskey drinker, I think both of these options are kind of there. Like it's not Jack Daniels, which there's nothing wrong with, like we've proven.
Right.
It's not like white label Jim Beam. It's not black label Evan Williams. It's like a little more. It's a little extra, right?
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Knob Creek is a Beam product. So they're made by the Jim Beam Distillery. Their big thing is they got an age statement on their release here, 9 years. Relatively old for a bourbon.
Yeah, for 9 years it has a little bit of an alcohol, more than I would think.
Yeah, there's an alcohol on it, but it is so sweet.
It is really sweet.
Vanilla,
Definitely some honey.
oak, honey,
Yeah.
tea.
There is a little tea.
Yeah, a little tea in there.
Maybe. It smells pretty good. Smells like it's going to be good.
I feel like maybe I forgot how good it was, and maybe I should have bought more of the knob.
Cheers.
Cheers. Taste the knob. Oh yeah, that alcohol sharp kind of punches you in the tongue, and then after that you get into everything that you kind of smelt on the nose, and it kind of translates into the tongue, except a little bit more wood.
I'm getting more like toasted marshmallow.
Oh, okay.
A little sharper than I was expecting from the nose.
Yeah, it's sharp. Hits you with the sugar, and then there's the tea flavor in the back, like honey and tea. And you may think about it like butterscotch too, maybe.
What's the proof on this?
Ooh, I forgot.
I would guess it's quite high.
No, it's 100 proof, 50% alcohol.
I don't know. It's missing something for me. It's not quite. It kind of falls apart on the back end.
Everything that it has to give is on the front. The only thing that you're kind of left with on the aftertaste is kind of like a bitter.
It's a little too pungent. That after the aftertaste is just a little too pungent for me. Kind of just hangs around in like a funky way. I definitely like the spice on the beginning. That sharpness.
Yeah.
It is good.
Plus, it's like where some whiskeys or some alcohol will like have that sharp alcohol bite, but then like that's all you taste.
Right.
With this one, you get that at the beginning, and then right after that, you get into the good stuff.
It's not bad at all, but it's just missing something like that little special.
Honestly, I think you called it out pretty good when you said there's nothing really on the back end.
Yeah, it kind of just, you lose it, falls apart. So it's hard to be like a sipper, because you kind of want to hold that depth in between sips.
Yeah.
And when it's all falling apart and you got nothing to hang on to.
You gotta go back for more.
Yeah, but so soon.
I will say one thing that we're gonna do a little different here is try these on ice.
Right.
Because normally when I drink bourbon at home, like I put it on ice. So how I would normally drink this is, with some ice in a glass.
And by the time we get to our ice, it's
It'll
going to be...
probably be melted.
But we'll
Try.
All right, the next one up is going to be my choice here. Woodford Reserve Bourbon Whiskey.
Fancy bottle. All smooth.
I do like the Woodford bottle. Everybody probably knows Woodford, right?
I would think so. Like if you're at the airport and you're like gonna get some whiskey, it's like right there on the shelf.
I'm surprised how smoky that smells.
Yeah.
It does. It seems a little more dense.
It's not as bright. It's a little more, you said dense, but...
Like concentrated.
Yeah, subdued.
It's got like a real light honey. A light sweet.
Maybe like an apple.
Something, like a crisp sweetness.
Just a little bit of corn. Like fresh corn.
Yeah, and I'm definitely picking up on some sawdust. Some oaky sawdust.
Cheers!
Cheers. A very similar experience, but the spikiness kind of lasts longer.
I don't even get any spike.
You don't get that spike?
There's no spike.
See, I get that little bit of spike right on the mid palate.
If anything, like smooth comes to mind.
It's very smooth.
Like I'm looking for a spike, and maybe it's there somewhere, but it's not really punching you,
Yeah, it's definitely not punching you. I get a little bit of a spike, but it's very smooth, very sweet, honey.
I get oak, probably more than anything, like sweet oak, and medicinal, like a cough syrup.
I always hate that cough syrup.
Did I ruin Woodford Reserve for you? It's like, yeah.
It definitely has it, but in a very smooth way, if that means anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's well done.
Not enough depth.
Yeah, right. It's a lot like the Knob Creek, like what you were saying, in that where the Knob Creek was, like everything was in the front, and then it kind of faded away. With this one, it feels like everything's like mid-palate.
Mid.
Yeah. So like at the beginning, it's kind of soft, and you kind of feel it's got a little wax to it too. You kind of get the taste, and then it kind of fades away. But I think that comes to proof, right? Because I don't think this 45.2. It's a little bit less. Not 40%, not bottom of the barrel there, but
Yeah, now that we drink whiskey a lot, it is very hard for me to say this is like my house bourbon now. Because these days we do like Fisher's.
Yeah, we got all these bottles.
Fisher's one of my favorites, so much better than Woodford for not much more. And it's local, so we're supporting our local.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. Shop local.
It's very smooth, but that's really just about it. It's got a little pepperiness to it, and I think it's just lacking a lot of depth. It's unfortunate.
Have you become a sort of whiskey snob?
I don't know if that makes me a whiskey snob. I mean, I think Woodford's still a reasonably... It's
a good whiskey.
It's a good whiskey, but for the price nowadays is what I'm thinking. And for the price, you can get a lot of better things.
There's a lot of bangers.
There's a lot of bangers out there that I was unaware of. So I don't know if that makes me a whiskey snob, because I'd still pick Evan Williams White Label over this.
Yeah, that doesn't make you a whiskey snob if you can say, like, oh, this 15 bottle of Evan Williams White Label is better than, whatever $100 bottle we got over there.
Right. Yeah, overall, just not impressed. Not terribly impressed by that.
I still say that the Knob Creek is like, while it's not in the same ranking as I used to have it, but it's I prefer this to the Woodford.
If I had a guess, I'd say you'd give this a 6, though.
I was going with 7.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's higher than I would have thought.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I probably shouldn't be looking at the board over there, but yeah, I gave Evan Williams White Label a 7 too, but
Ooh.
I feel like
Ooh, that's nowhere. That's not even.
yeah, you don't think it's close?
No,
Yeah,
I sure don't.
maybe a 6 then. Maybe that makes sense.
Yeah, I would give it probably a 6, and I'd give the Woodford a 6.1.
Oh, really?
I don't think it's. I really don't think it's that much better.
I think
I don't know for sure that it is better.
Yeah, well, I'm like, for different reasons, right?
Yeah, if I had to pick, I'd probably just pick the Woodford because it's natural.
Yeah.
But maybe the rye. I know the Woodford rye is definitely a contender here.
Now, I haven't had any of the raws,
Okay.
so I don't know what that's going to be about.
All right.
But I kind of would like to put this on rocks.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink my water out of here.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Nice shot of crisp H2O. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I think
So we're streaming live,
On Rumble.
guys. Just to give a quick reminder.
yeah, it holds up to the ice because of that spike.
Man, okay. Now that's not bad, and I don't typically drink on the rocks.
Like it's almost refreshing.
It smells even sweeter, crisper.
It's simpler. It's simpler, but it's got ice in it, so it's cold, so it feels good.
It is a bit refreshing.
It's 90 degrees outside,
Right.
It's a hot day.
It still doesn't quite have that depth I'm looking for, though.
Oh yeah, the ice the ice makes it more pleasant to drink, but any sort of whatever complexity or notes that are in there, the ice kind of kills it a little bit. But there's still enough there to kind of give you some flavor,
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the ice completely destroys it,
Yes. It does give a little more tea vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many views do we have? Just me.
We've got no views?
We had 2 on there,
Oh.
but I guess one person dropped off.
Welcome to everybody who is on Rumble. All one of us.
All of me.
If anybody joins and watches this, thank you for being here and watching us review our whiskeys. You're really enjoying yourself over there.
Good stuff. I do like Rumble because it is a legitimate competitor to YouTube, and they don't throw these crazy rules and regulations at you as YouTube does.
Mm-hmm.
But not that many people know about it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're at the beginning, so we'll grow as it grows.
Yeah. That's one good thing to look
Now,
at.
you want to do the Woodford rye first this time?
Yes. Great idea. What's with the hourglass?
You know, it just came as a prop for the show. You know, I also got a marble ashtray for our cigar smoking antics. The nice marble table here.
We could do an Ash Wednesday.
Yeah. Alright, we're doing a little faux pas here by reusing some glasses, but I think we'll be alright.
That's fine.
Enough for us to know.
Ooh. Vanilla cream.
What'd you say?
Vanilla cream.
Ooh. Now that one is by far the best smelling one. That smells delicious.
It's not quite ice cream, but like going that way.
It smells delicious, doesn't it?
Maybe even like a little banana too.
Yeah. Like a banana cinnamon roll. Man, that smells good.
Yeah, that is dessert.
Maybe I've been sleeping on the rye.
Yeah, maybe. I wonder what their mash bill is. Like how much raw is actually in here. Of course, they don't have any kind of label, but
Mm-mm.
they need a story. Where's the story at?
I think they have a story.
It's
It's just so well known that
it's-
they stopped putting it on the bottle.
or it's on their website.
Yeah. All right, cheers. I got to get into this one. Ooh, yeah. That's pretty good. It's a little light.
Yeah, way light.
I think it might build, though.
It's so light. Like it's
But the flavor.
it's almost like water.
The flavor's there, though.
Is it? I don't think
It's
so.
there.
I definitely like the nose. The flavor, on the other hand,
I'm waiting for it.
you might be waiting for it, but I don't think it's going to show up.
There's no way that it can smell this good and just not really have an impact on flavor. I taste it. I feel like it needs to breathe.
You think so? You think after
think
a week it's going to like show up?
I do think this is one of those ones that needs to breathe because there's just too much there not to be there.
I would assume that letting it breathe would make it worse.
No way. You think? I love letting a whiskey breathe sometimes. It really makes a difference. The nose is incredible.
I like the nose. It's done well in that it goes down easy.
But for a rye, it's kind of missing the mark.
Yeah.
The smell leads you to believe that it's really gonna surprise you.
Yeah. Like you come in with some vanilla. And,
That creaminess,
yeah.
and it's just kind of not there.
The most flavor I can get from it is a popsicle stick. Like there used to be ice cream on the popsicle stick, but it's
Now
all
it's
gone.
just-
Now
yeah.
it's just the stick.
I
And for
get
some
that too.
reason you have it in your mouth.
When I first sipped it,
You're like,
I thought it was
Ready
gonna be,
for it.
I thought it was gonna be really good.
yeah, like I want to believe, and then
Yeah.
like dreams fell apart.
Yeah, I guess I have not been sleeping on the rye. The next
We're
contender.
gonna go back to the knob.
That's the fastest you've ever opened a bottle.
I haven't opened it yet.
Oh shit, never mind.
There we go. Not too bad.
No.
All right, this is one thing that I didn't notice on the bourbon, but on the bottle, it's like textured.
Uh-huh.
And where I'm gonna go to pour it at, there's a nice little spot for your thumb.
Really?
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but
Yeah, it's the same way on the bourbon.
yeah, I didn't really pay attention to it. Which glass do you want, sir?
Do you think that's intentional?
I would like to think so, but probably not.
Yeah, because everybody's hand's a little different, right?
True. But I feel like I'm average with everything, so
With everything?
yeah.
I feel like I'm just an average.
Like average shoe size, average height, average hand size, probably. I don't know.
Average intelligence?
Probably.
Oh, come on. This doesn't even come close to smelling as good.
No,
There's hardly any smell there at all. Honey, I'm getting some like weediness.
you don't get like a pear, maybe?
Mm-mm. I'm getting like a dry wheat blowing in the wind. Possibly some honey in the air.
You're not getting any kind of bubble gum?
Bubble gum?
Like double bubble?
No.
No? Because I got a little bit of that. Like sugar on the double bubble.
I'm getting the sweetness. It's kind of like a honey to me though. Like a crisp honey air. Whatever that means.
Honey air.
Honey air. Cheers.
Cheers. It's got the same kind of spike that the bourbon did. Not as tough though. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't hit you like the bourbon, but it's got a little bit.
It does, but it also hangs around a little longer.
This is also 100 proof. Oh, this won a little award too.
A little award.
Oh,
Oh, it wasn't a little award.
well, it
too.
did. It's such a little tiny guy. It won IWSC Gold in 2016.
World's smallest bourbon award.
World's Best Rye.
Ooh,
This was
world's
World's
best.
Best Rye.
No.
That's what it says. They won an award and everything.
World's best rye now.
We should come up with our own like
Award.
to
Let's do
give to these companies.
We will.
Yeah, I get some of that little bit of black licorice, a little bit. Maybe the bubblegum kind of taste to it.
I'm just getting a real like oaky, like damp wood.
That damp wood's in the front. Black licorice or bubblegum, something like that, kind of right behind it. And then it's got that spike is kind of there, like kind of tingles on the tongue a little bit.
The spike is the best part
Yeah,
about this one. I'm not really picking up on any of that good stuff.
Oh, really?
None of the lick. I'm wishing I could get it. It's got a little more warmth than all the rest of them. Going down.
Yeah, I can see that. I will say the live stream is a little distracting. I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm wondering if it's keeping up or not. And, like, I think it is, but then like sometimes I'm like, do we stutter or something? I don't know.
Oh, man.
Bless you.
I think I'm going to get the hiccups.
That's what you want on live stream.
Oh, no.
I have Daniel doing hiccups. Alright, ready? And now.
Oh, man. I might have avoided them.
You know, to get rid of hiccups, you can drink from the far side of the glass.
Oh, no. If you hiccup twice, it's usually over with.
Really? I don't know. I think there's another one coming.
If you can get by with just 2, you're good.
I don't think so.
Man, I felt that warmth going down, and then it came back as a hiccup. I was like, oh, man, that's really warm.
It's not sitting right.
It's getting really warm.
The alcohol came back.
Oh, no, there's another hiccup coming. Uh-oh.
It's gonna be a repeat of the Danny episode.
Oh, God. I wonder where that dick bone is right now.
Did he wear it at the beach?
No, I didn't see it at the beach.
Asshole. You were supposed to wear it at the beach, pick up ladies.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
Yeah. By the way, for those of you that have joined the live stream, you can check out our latest episode. I actually just uploaded a clip from it where we gave Danny a raccoon penis bone necklace. It's a love charm.
Yeah, there's a backstory to that, but you'll have to watch previous episodes to find out.
You gotta watch the whole catalog to get up to speed.
Yeah, and I just spent the week at the beach with Danny, and he did not have the dick bone, and I forgot to even ask about it.
Damn it.
Unfortunately. I drank a lot of rum over the course of the week. No whiskey.
Any aged rum, or is it all clear?
All clear.
Damn it. Pineapple rum?
And coconut rum.
Oh.
Man, this one's definitely the best out of the 4.
Oh, really? The Knob Creek Raw?
Mm-hmm.
I disagree.
You like the bourbon better?
I like the bourbon way better.
Oh, it's because it has that tea flavor on the end.
Probably.
Yeah.
The bourbon Knob Creek, I think is number 1. I think probably number 2, 3, 4.
Huh. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
So what's the number on... Well, we didn't give a number for that one, did we?
Mm-mm.
No, we didn't.
I'm going to give it a 6.3. And I'm going to give this a 6.5.
So I think I'm going to stick... This is a 7. This is a 6. 5. Also 5.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's pretty low.
Yeah.
Pretty low.
Well,
You're not enjoying them at all.
I like this one. This is my favorite. This one's okay. It's fine. This one, I'd rather do without. And this one's just kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the better one. It just has the most going on.
I mean, the reason why I like this one better than the Woodford is because it does kind of have that spike.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you something. The Woodford didn't give you anything. Like, it had the smell, it had the nose.
Yeah.
But, like, on the taste, it was just...
Really missing.
Yeah. Nothing there.
Yeah, so we'll definitely need to do a rum episode. We'll just do some aged rum versus the everyday rum. Like the Bacardi or...
Oh, yeah. Because I've never had an aged rum.
Yeah, me neither.
I know it exists.
Yeah.
I know there's different types of rum. You know? Like,
Yeah.
there's Jamaican and...
Oh,
some
yeah,
other stuff.
the Jamaican rum. That's what people bring back on cruises.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's, like, flavored stuff, but there's, like... Kind of like in whiskey, there's different ways that they do it, I guess. I don't really know a whole lot about it.
Yeah, we didn't know much about whiskey. Well, you did, but...
Yeah, that's only because I watched a lot of YouTube. Have you ever heard of the dead internet theory?
No.
No?
Uh-uh.
So, basically, it's that everything on the internet isn't real, and it's all just, like, bots and fake accounts and stuff like that. Just companies just, running all that.
All of it?
All of it.
So what about when you know people, like your friends have accounts and stuff?
Like us on the internet right now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there has to be something
Can't explain that.
that makes up for that part, right?
It's true.
So the theory, it's just a theory.
Yep.
This is good on ice.
The Knob Creek?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Delicious.
I don't know about delicious. It's still missing something to me. It's too much tea. Too much tea.
More tea.
Yeah, you want more.
More.
You would love to have more tea.
Speaking of tea.
What is a drink? Is there a tea with whiskey in it? Because if there was, you would...
Tea is kind
that
of...
would be your drink.
Tea is kind of a light drink anyway. So, like, anything you put in it's gonna be like.
Oh, there's twisted tea.
Yeah, those are nasty though.
Is that
I
the
don't
same?
Like those.
It's like
It's
tea
alcohol. Yeah,
but they're gross.
totally gross.
And you like tea.
I've tried it. It's not good. That Bojangles like hard tea stuff, disgusting. Absolutely nasty.
I didn't know Bojangles had hard tea.
Yeah.
So hard tea, no good. Never mind.
No good. Yep.
But what if you put a really good whiskey in it?
I think Mike's Hard Lemonade, they had a tea one time that wasn't too bad. Still not great though. So if we were to do like sweet tea and like a bourbon,
Yeah.
like if we were to throw in some Evan Williams in it, like
Right.
what would it taste like? I mean, it'd probably be good.
Probably would be.
I think the Wild Turkey would be better though.
Wild Turkey is pretty damn good. Wild Turkey is one of the better tasting whiskeys I've ever had.
I'm glad you saw the light.
I did, but I can't drink it, so it's like a conundrum.
Yeah, I think you can get over it. You just need to drink some more.
Maybe. I might actually get you to pour me just a little taste.
Oh.
While we're doing these other ones,
Yeah,
I'll
right.
try that's your new favorite, right?
Yeah, and it's been my favorite for a while actually.
Okay. My new favorite, unfortunately, is we don't have any.
What is it?
The Fishers.
Oh yeah. There you go.
So nobody ever chatted. Sons of bitches.
Yeah, supposedly we have a viewer, but no one's live chatted, so I can't say for sure.
What if they're just scared to chat?
Why would they?
Because
They might. The people.
we might talk to them.
Yeah, and then it'll be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I've been that guy before.
They stuck around for a while though,
Well,
so I mean, maybe it's a real person. I don't
maybe
know.
it is.
Maybe.
I'm drinking Wild Turkey 101 now, guys. Not part of the show, but it is Chris's new go-to, so maybe it is kind of part of the show.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, they just got off.
Mm.
So yeah,
We scared him off.
you must have.
Oh,
This is good.
so good. It's sweet. It's spicy. It's got some depth. It's smooth.
It hits you a little bit. but
It's got that
smooth.
warmth,
Yeah.
but it's like it's not the warmth of that one, which went straight down and came back.
And heartburn.
Heartburn.
Yeah.
This is just, that Christmas. That's why it's so good in eggnog. Because that is like the feeling of Christmas. The time of the season.
Yep. Right.
Yeah. So, our first live stream on Rumble.
Yep.
And is our viewer back?
No.
How can you tell?
See that one in that red mark right there?
Yeah.
That's us.
Oh.
That one.
So if it's a 2.
It went to 2, then that means someone clicked on it.
Damn. All right.
Means
So-
we didn't hold them.
We got nothing.
Yep. What if? Here's an idea for the channel.
Okay.
What if we paid for a bunch of OnlyFans subscriptions and then we ranked those and like told people like this is worth it and this isn't.
Some like big names or something?
No, like the hottest like new accounts or something. I don't know.
We could do that.
Yeah, or we could talk about like the Kendrick and Drake feud. Seems to be a big thing, or something about Taylor Swift. I don't know.
I'm always down to talk about T Swift.
Yeah, you a Swiftie?
I'm a Swiftie,
Oh.
so nothing bad, unless it's true.
Hmm.
But yeah, I thought you were gonna say we could get an OnlyFans and then sell subscriptions.
We could get an OnlyFans and post only pictures of fans.
And ceiling fans?
Ceiling fans, like box fans, you know,
OnlyFans.
like tower fans, all sorts of fans, oscillating fans.
How many subscribers will we get?
Probably more than one.
Just charge like $50 a month. We've got 4 guys looking at fans.
We could do Wisdom Whiskey and fan reviews. You like review the fan.
This is the latest Hampton Bay 6 blade.
Is bladeless really worth it?
Bladeless.
Is Dyson trying to rob you? Yes. The answer is yes. No, I'm gonna bust out the bait.
Really wanted to bring a cigar onto this episode, but I forgot.
You forgot. You can go get them. Yeah.
So how do you like the new chairs?
I like them fine.
Do you think the guests will like them?
Yeah, probably.
Because we won't be sitting in them, but
What we need to do is probably get another board, actually. Because the headphone jack for one of these, I think this one, I think it's fraud or something. And we need to get the microphone situation under control.
right. So we're getting there though.
Yeah, a couple dynamic mics. You know what I thought about doing, but I thought it might be a little weird to set up, was breaking in my webcam and seeing how that would look for like a live stream. That way we wouldn't have all the stuff from the iPhone just laid on it.
Yeah, why don't you bring it?
Or like webcams are relatively cheap. We could do like 2 webcams. So we could like mount the webcams on top of the phones, and live stream with the webcams and then record on the phones.
I just had another hiccup.
See, I told you.
Yeah, so we could live stream with the webcams, record on the iPhones.
How many USB ports do you have on that?
4?
Is it 4 full ones, or because I know there's the one that we got tied in to the board here.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so that might be something. Might need another
Right.
splitter.
That's easy enough to do. It'd be great if there was some webcams that took high enough quality video for the YouTube.
There probably is,
That's what we need, because then we just get rid of the phones altogether.
but then set up the recording. Like, I mean, you could use OBS to record too, but I don't know.
Really need a video board,
Video board would help
because when we have guests and you
Yeah.
just switch,
between the two.
then
But-
once it's recorded on OBS, it's done.
Honestly, I think a good go-between might be like a webcam situation. You could spend like $160 and get like 2 webcams.
We'll have to try it out.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll have to look at some reviews on some webcams.
Another idea I thought about was, what if we had a table, and, like we sat around a table, and we could have like everyone has their own microphone.
Like a round table?
Yeah, like a round table.
And then have like what, 4 cameras in the middle of the table?
Yep.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
We could definitely do that. I'm down for that. But when you still got to be in like some kind of, because you're gonna see the background for everybody.
Yeah.
Like it needs to look like you're in some kind of studio, right?
I guess that's true.
Or somewhere.
Like a backdrop. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a lot to pull off. I don't know. I'm just thinking like hand gestures and tables. Maybe it'd have a little more action.
I like the table idea,
Yeah.
sitting around it. I would like if the whole background was like black.
Yeah.
Like all you saw was the people
Yeah, I gotcha.
and the whiskey.
Probably do like curtains or like bed sheets.
Bed sheets.
Like black bed sheets.
I think black curtains might be better. Black bed sheets.
What?
Like we need like the velvety, the black.
Let's have a bed sheet.
It's gonna reflect too much light.
Have the t-shirt material.
Yeah,
That way
t-shirt material,
always cheap.
jersey material. I do like the round table.
Yeah.
We'll have to give that a shot. So I don't know if we really have a winner here.
I mean, I have a winner.
You obviously picked Knob Creek,
Knob Creek. I love the knob.
and I'm.
Kind of mid?
Didn't I go 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yeah, you did.
So I'm like
Well,
tied.
I thought you did 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought. I don't remember. I know this was last.
Okay.
This was first.
Something like that.
The in
but
between, I can't remember.
It's a tie. I think it's a tie for me.
Huh.
Nothing really stands out. Oddly enough, because I used to love Woodford.
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know. It fell apart when we started drinking so many different kinds of whiskeys. Yeah, that wild turkey's just so damn good. It's
hard to beat. It's
Yeah.
hard to beat. It ruins other whiskeys.
It does. Damn. It sure does. But that's fine with me. Good old Woodford. What's our next episode on?
I don't remember.
Man.
So, next episode.
I thought this head-to-head would be a little more exciting. Woodford really let me down.
Damn it, Woodford.
Knob Creek really let me down too.
Really?
Yeah.
Knob Creek is about how I expected.
I was hoping for a little bit more.
Yeah, we called this Hometown Heroes. The next episode we were supposed to do on Angel's Envy. Actually, what I have in the calendar is Rockstar Whiskey.
Ooh,
You were
Rockstar.
talking about having guests in.
Oh, yeah. And that's on July
5th.
5th. And you're going to the beach July 11th.
10th.
Yeah, we'll make that happen. I think I already messaged him about that.
What'd they say?
I'm pretty sure he said, yeah, his son had just had back surgery, but he was going to be better by then. So we'll see.
Yeah, right.
We'll see what the fuck happens. Rock stars don't generally do what you expect.
They don't follow. They're not punctual.
They're not punctual. They're like months. They're not punctual because they're months behind. Man, that wild turkey's good.
Delicious. So, to talk about something else. Do you think that we went to the moon in 1969?
You really put me on the spot with that one.
Well, the reason I bring it up is because, like, when I was at the end of the working day, like, I got into this big conversation on conspiracy theories and government and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was, did we go to the moon or not? I want to say that I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I want to believe that we did.
Yeah.
Because if it was faked, then it kind of feels like, are things always bad? Or was there ever, like, a good time? You know?
Yeah. I'm probably right there on the page with you. I would say I'm more than 50% on the side of not believing we went to the moon. But I would like for us to have went to the moon.
Because they lie about everything else,
Yeah.
so why wouldn't they lie about this?
Right. And there's that conspiracy theory goes like real deep, where there's been like pictures of the desert that have matched like the moon. And this has happened with Mars too.
Yeah.
Like landscapes in Arizona that are the pictures they're saying are for Mars. They match perfectly.
Plus, there's like the whole, well, I'm not going to get into the Van Allen belts kind of thing and the radiation because, like, you can kind of explain all that stuff away. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's like, it feels like it's better to believe. Maybe it's a little bit like Santa Claus, right? You know, like, you want to believe,
Maybe.
you know? But,
Maybe.
you know, if it comes out, they unveil that it was all staged and Stanley Kubrick, like, directed the whole thing, then, like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
It wouldn't be shocking.
Right.
But I want to believe that we went.
Yeah.
You know.
But there's no way to know.
Yeah, there's not.
And why the hell haven't we been back since?
Well, what I was saying is, like, why would you go? Like, why would you go back?
I mean, you want to eventually have like a station on the moon.
Why?
Same reason we're going to Mars.
Just to do it?
Interplanetary.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying about going to Mars now is build a build a base on the moon so you can go to Mars.
Yeah.
But, you know.
If you're going to build bases on other planets, you're basically going to want to build a base on every planet you can get to.
Yeah, I think
the moon counts as...
The problem comes into, like, supplying it. And, like, again, like, what are you gaining from it? Like, what are you getting from a moon base that you don't have from a space station?
I don't know what it is, but I know that there's going to be a race for it.
A race for the moon?
I know there's going to be a race to build a base on the moon.
What if there's oil on the moon?
There very well could be. There very well could be from 10 billion years ago.
No.
Yeah, there could be oil on Mars though.
No.
Could be.
No.
Yeah.
There's water. There's water on the moon.
Hey.
Water on Mars.
There's water.
Yeah.
There could have been life.
It is crazy to think that, like, what they're saying with, like, coal and stuff is it's from trees that, you know, that grew and then fell over and died.
Mm-hmm.
But because plants evolved faster than the animals to break them down, that there was nothing to feed on the dead wood, so they just sort of, like, calcified and became coal.
Yeah, that's the story of coal.
Fossil fuels, you know.
And then, some trees calcify and turn into stone.
Yeah, petrified wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, if we never went to the moon, we might have never went to Mars. We might fake Mars.
It's a possibility.
That would be interesting.
I think it's harder to do now, though.
Is it harder or is it easier?
I think it's harder. I think it's harder to fake.
I don't know. Technology now, you can fake damn near anything.
Exactly. And that's what makes it hard to believe. It makes it, like, harder to fake.
Maybe it makes it harder to believe. I don't know about making it harder to fake.
Yeah. I mean, like, with all the AI generation and stuff, like, it's hard to try to figure out what's real and fake. I mean, if you really look at some of these AI videos, you can tell.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell that it's generated. But, in next year after,
You'll never be able to tell.
might not be able to tell.
Yeah. I get people that send me videos sometimes of like Joe Rogan or like Elon Musk, and they're saying something, but it's like the AI generated,
Yep.
and you're like, this isn't even real, but people think it's real.
I've seen those videos.
People already think they're real.
But you can, like I said, the people that are saying they're real, like, aren't really looking at it.
Yeah, they're not. They're also not really fans of that person.
Yeah.
And like they don't know their.
Like that episode with Elon Musk, like I watched it.
Yeah. So whenever you see one of the fake ones,
yeah, you can tell.
You just know it's not from him.
Yep.
But most people don't know that.
Speaking of Joe Rogan, he had a guest on the last episode where he had the I don't know if it was the first guy, but one of the first people to try Neuralink, and he's a quadriplegic,
Mm-hmm.
and he was able to control like computers
Right.
with his essentially his mind. But yeah, I'm still listening to it now.
Yeah, I
And that's
watched
super
that.
interesting. Did you watch it already?
And he's
Well, the way
it's-
he was describing it was like, since he's quadriplegic, he still has the like you're gonna go move your hand, but since his spinal cord's screwed up, like that signal doesn't go anywhere. So instead, Neuralink kind of takes that signal and move my right hand this way, and that moves the cursor. But then he was talking about how he got into like there's like a machine learning inside Neuralink,
Mm-hmm.
and so it got to the point where he could kind of just think, okay, move the cursor right, and it would just do it without him, I guess, thinking about moving his hand. Yeah, right.
Very interesting.
It is super interesting. Especially when he said it was Bluetooth connected to this computer. Like there was an app, like Bluetooth to it. So it was like, like what's the potential for that, right?
Well, if
You like integrate, like ChatGPT or something.
if this thing has an interface to read your neuro signals going in, could it not be reversed to control your neuro signals going out? Essentially controlling your motor functions?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so why not?
Yeah. Well, I guess the thing there is like how it's wired is you've got, at least based on the little bit that I watched, is he has to like, outside of the machine learning and he thinks, move right hand, and then it does it. Like he still has to initiate it. It's what it felt
if
like.
It was the thing that initiated it. It could bypass you altogether.
Yeah, I mean you can do that now with electricity, right? Like if you like zap someone in the right spot, you can
Right.
get their arm to move. So I mean, yeah,
So it could do that on a very small scale.
I'm sure. Yeah.
It has to be able to.
I think the crazier thing is not so much like motor function as like could it zap something in your brain to make you think a different way, right? Kind of like chemicals will, right?
Right.
Because
Chemical imbalance.
chemical imbalance. People take different medications to control like the different imbalances in their head. For whatever reason, they'll take something that alters your state of mind. And like, can Neuralink do the same thing?
It could definitely do that.
Yeah.
If it can listen to your thoughts and do what you think, it has to be able to reverse that. Has to. If it knows how to read it, it knows how to output it.
You would definitely think so.
It's only a matter of time before 100 million people are all with Neuralink and they're like, okay,
Things are getting a little too spicy. Let's turn them off.
turn it down a little bit.
Down. Yeah, right.
Yeah, let's put a little more feminine energy out there.
Right. Everyone goes out and like goes to the mall.
Yeah.
Friendly Center's crazy.
Yeah. Man. It's only a matter of time before that happens. It's going to be a movie first. It'll be a movie and then it will
Well, we've already had tons of movies that kind of allude to that kind of thing, but
yeah. It's true. Even The Matrix.
yeah.
Many people would argue that we are living in the Matrix.
I mean, I kind of get it, right? Like, if there's a virtual world where you can, like, it kind of feels like reality,
Yeah.
and you can make it whatever you want, then, like, why wouldn't you want to?
Are we not far from that now?
No, not far.
Not far at all.
Not far.
Got to be 10 years away.
And, like, why would you not want to try it?
Many people will probably get stuck in it. It'll be so addictive.
Yeah.
Because when you take it off, you're living in a slum. When you put it on, you're back in the... So people will get stuck in that world.
You could be living in, like, the shittiest place in the world, but in the VR headset, you're, like, living in a palace.
But you're paying your entire paycheck from your minimum wage job to pay for the subscription.
Yeah,
to
right.
be in that world.
Yep. Just to fake it.
Just to sit in a dark dungeon corner in your house and just be like, I'm in this beautiful place.
Right, exactly.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're not far from that.
It's sort of a version of hell, but like, you know.
When that happens, the world is going to change.
Yeah, but I still think there'll definitely be a subset of people that just will prefer to not be there.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it'll be so pathetic to be there.
Or it'll be just like I don't know. Do you think it'd be more like a vacation?
I think it'll start that way.
Like I'm on a vacation in the real world, you know?
I think it will start that way. And then it will...
I think it's the other way. I
You
think
so?
it's going to be vacation in the virtual world, and then like work in the real world, and then at some point it's going to flip.
Maybe. If we have time. If humanity has time for all that, I think that would be the best way. But that's also like the way of the movies. The way the movies predict it.
Yeah, I mean movies say all kinds of things, but
Shit always happens.
yeah, well, maybe Soylent Green hasn't happened.
A lot of it, though.
I watched that not too long ago. Soylent Green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Soylent Green's people. Old shit. What's the dude's name? Gun guy. Charlton Heston. There we go. Yep. Speaking of old stuff, I've been watching Taxi too.
Taxi?
Yeah.
The TV show?
Yeah, the TV show with Danny DeVito
No.
and Tony Danza. It's a good show.
I don't know if I've ever even seen a single episode of Taxi.
Really? It's actually really good.
And it has that slow guy on it, right?
I'm assuming you're talking about Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's slow, but he's got something, right? A
I mean,
disorder?
I don't think it's a disorder. I think he's just a weird guy, right?
I thought he had something.
Thank you very much.
No, I think he has
Yeah.
some.
Lotka? He played Lotka.
He's got some kind of syndrome.
He might. I mean, he's a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I feel bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a great show. One thing I'm kind of missing, though, like, I watched that show. Like, I watched the first season. It was on Tubi. Which Tubi's it's free, so it's pretty decent. But that got me wanting to watch WKRP in Cincinnati.
Mm.
Did you ever watch that?
Mm-mm.
No, that was a good one, too. It's about a radio station.
Mm-hmm. I liked Frasier.
Frasier?
Yeah.
I couldn't get into Frasier.
Seinfeld?
I couldn't really get into Seinfeld.
God damn,
to be
those
honest
two those are bangers, Chris.
It's too highbrow for me.
Too highbrow.
I'd rather listen to Tony Danza. Hey, mumble and do his Italian thing. I'm a boxer, New York, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
No fucking viewers. Sons of bitches.
we had one more pop in, but
Pop back out pretty
they
quick.
popped back out.
Dad, where'd you get that Sublime shirt?
Myrtle Beach.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, thank you. With Sublime, I listened to the entire Sublime album. That's like the extent of it. It's a great album, but everything else kind of Garden Grove, really good.
Not a big fan of Woodford anymore.
Damn, still like the Knob Creek. Nothing wrong with the Knob.
No.
Plus-
There's just too many other better things we've had.
The thing about Knob Creek though is like it says knob,
Yeah.
so there's so many jokes that you can play with people. Like I say knob, like tasting the knob and slobbing on the knob, and
Yeah, but in order
Makes
to
it
say
good.
that, they'd have
Makes
to
it
be
good.
slobbing on the fucking knob. You can't just offer somebody a sip of it and you're
Yeah.
like, what does it taste like? They're like,
Tastes like knob.
Does it taste like you slobbing on the fucking knob?
No, it tastes like knob.
If that's the only great thing about it, I have no reason to purchase it.
Yeah. Then there's the spikiness, which isn't overdone, and the tea, so it goes good with the ice.
Yeah.
It's got enough punch to go through the ice and enough tea flavor to, kind of last.
I wish I could like the tea. I think something I'm missing in the whiskey is the tea. If I enjoyed that, I would probably like it
Yeah.
a lot better all around.
You like hot tea?
I do like hot tea.
Have you ever had Yorkshire tea? Try it.
I just bought some tea while at Myrtle.
What kind of tea?
It's at I can't remember what kind. There's a tea market at Barefoot Landing.
Yeah, I've been there.
I always get some random teas.
You didn't get like Lady Grey, did you?
Mm-mm.
I like Lady Grey.
Lady Grey?
I like it better than the Earl Grey because it's got the orange
Oh,
zest to it.
I'll have to try it out sometime.
Yeah.
Lady Grey.
Which I like Earl Grey too, but Lady Grey's just got a little bit more. You know?
Do you like oolong?
Oolong's fine. I'm not as big a fan of green teas as I am black teas.
Huh. So you don't like matcha?
Not really.
Have you?
It's fine, but
Have you ever been to afternoon tea at the O. Henry Hotel?
no.
They have it every Sunday.
Really?
You should try some.
What's that about?
It's like just tea and crumpets.
Really? So it's like a British tea time kind
Mhm.
of thing?
Yeah. Pretty interesting. It seems like something you'd be into.
Yeah. I do like the idea. Honestly, though, like, with any hot drink, it's not a summertime thing. You know, like, I was into coffee there for a while, like grinding my own beans and doing that kind of thing, but since it got hot, I was like, I'm not really feeling it.
You know, I love a good cup of coffee. Hot as hell, even if it's hot out. But it has to be a really good cup of coffee.
Yeah,
and I have to be tired.
Coffee tea season for me is like fall to spring.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing better than a nice hot beverage. I'm really struggling to keep these hiccups away. But there's nothing better than a nice hot beverage during winter. And like smoking a cigarette when it's winter.
Good things.
In the snow.
Yep.
That is a good time.
Kind of out. You know, one of the best feelings was, smoking in a bar was good times, but they didn't really last that long, right?
Right. Not for us anyway.
Yeah. But smoking outside the bar,
Right.
in that little section
Mm-hmm.
where everyone else was smoking, those were good times.
Yeah, those are all because everybody kind of funnels out.
And there was a little bit of a camaraderie too
To the
around
smokers.
the smoking section. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone was there for a reason. You know, everyone was there at the bar to get drunk, you know, and have a smoke and have a good time.
It's like when you're in the bar, all these people are there, but you're not mingling.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden,
when you go,
you go outside to smoke,
section,
everybody's talking.
Exactly.
And then you go back in
It's a
and disperse again.
Yep, exactly.
How weird is that?
Yep.
How weird.
I mean, yeah, smoking's bad for you and everything, of course. But there were certain social situations.
Yeah, we
that,
get camaraderie.
Exactly. That kind of made it kind of cool, you know?
Yeah. People who don't smoke will never know. They'll never know that, what we're talking about.
Nope.
And we probably will never know it again either. Because now if you go somewhere and you go smoke outside, there's like one person out there.
Yeah. It's because, like, it used to be a ton of people.
There's nobody smoking really.
Like, remember we met the chef at Stumble Steelskins?
Yeah.
Yeah. We met the chef.
Yeah. Just smoking.
A chef. Just smoking.
People don't really smoke though.
Yeah, they don't.
Not like they used to. There used to be this box at the airport. It was like a glass box.
Yeah.
The smoking section was inside.
Like at the hospital.
Yeah. Oh, there was one at the hospital. Yeah.
It was like a greenhouse.
Yeah. It was a greenhouse. I've been in that greenhouse. I wonder how long this timer's for.
I don't know, but right now,
No, it's still going.
still got a little bit left.
Tiny bit.
I don't know. I gotta pee.
Alrighty. You better go pee.
I gotta go pee.
I'm going camping for a week.
Where at?
Cuyahoga National Park,
Where's that at?
Ohio.
Where?
Ohio?
Ohio.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Mammoth Cave?
Skibbity. I have been to Mammoth Cave.
I'm stopping there on the way.
Mammoth Cave, the takeaway I got from Mammoth Cave was there was a tuberculosis colony that they settled in Mammoth Cave because they thought that the, I don't want to say stagnant air, but the controlled climate would be better for tuberculosis.
Mm-hmm.
But what they didn't realize is that this was in an era where you had to, didn't have electric lights.
Uh-huh.
And so they had like campfires and stuff inside a cave. So
They killed everybody?
it didn't really work out too well.
That's terrible.
I don't know if it killed everyone, but
It definitely wasn't good for the tuberculosis.
it wasn't a good idea.
So, there's tuberculosis roaming around these caves.
Yes.
Is it as big as they say it is?
It's pretty big.
Is it mammoth?
Yeah, you could probably fit a few mammoths inside the Mammoth Cave.
Only a few? That's not that big.
I mean, yeah, probably a bunch, I guess. I don't know.
Could you fit like a jet in there? Like an airplane?
Maybe.
Maybe it is pretty big then.
Yeah.
Is there waterfalls in there? That's too bad.
Yeah, no waterfalls. But they used to mine saltpeter in the cave too.
Saltpeter?
Yeah.
What's saltpeter?
Used in the manufacture of gunpowder.
Oh, okay. So it's not like salt.
I think it does have salt in it, but that's pretty far away from Ohio, though, isn't it? Isn't it Mammoth Cave like in the center of Kentucky?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna stay in Ohio?
No, I think we're staying at Mammoth one night.
Oh, gotcha.
Like going there, staying, then going
Then going to Ohio.
and I think we're coming back the Virginia side and staying somewhere.
Okay.
So it's not like all one spot.
Okay. You know what I'd like to do is go to Cedar Point in northern Ohio.
Yeah,
I'd like to go there.
that'd be cool.
Because, whenever there's a world's biggest, fastest roller coaster,
Mm-hmm.
like Cedar Point's always on the list.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is one of like the top 3 probably.
Well, like that company owns like half of the amusement parks in the country.
Really?
Between them and Six Flags. Like Cedar Fair, which is the parent company, based Cedar Point. They own Carowinds, they own King's Dominion, they own a bunch of stuff.
I just saw a ride last week get stuck upside down with all those people on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Lawsuit.
That's why I want to hit the biggest rides there are. That's where the biggest payouts are. Man. Yeah, I lost a hat one time on a roller coaster and was going to try to like jump over and try to find it.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of people like getting killed trying to like find their stuff.
Yeah.
So thank God I didn't go for that hat.
Melanie lost her phone in Dollywood.
Off a ride?
Mm-hmm.
Never got it back?
They mailed it to us. They found it.
They found it and they mailed it to you?
Sure did.
What kind of shit is this? That's customer service right there.
Dollywood is when we went to Dollywood, I wasn't expecting a whole lot, but like I was surprised at how good it was. It's actually good, good place to go.
Do you know that Dolly Parton owns the pirate thing that we went to?
Yes.
How do you know that?
So I know
How
these
do you
things.
know stuff like this?
I read.
Yeah, what do you read? What are you reading?
It's like a brochure.
I fucking read the brochure. What are you reading to know Dolly Parton's holdings?
Yeah.
No, I just read the brochure when we went there.
Yeah, it has her company on it.
I know, it's fucking nuts, man. I forget that you like know everything.
Yeah, she owns Dixie Stampede, she owns Dollywood, she owns,
Yeah, the Pirate's Voyage at Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, right.
There's a big picture of her in like a pirate costume. She does like a audio, some kind of audio at the beginning where she's talking.
Yep. Like, we can't do the Dixie Stampede anymore because of reasons. So we're gonna change it to Pirates.
She's making money.
Yeah.
They got to be making a killing at that place.
I'm sure they are. And like I said, she basically owned Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. So, they got a statue of her in Sevierville. So,
She's probably got statues all over the place.
like, for all the joking aside, she does do a lot of good work with, like, books, the library thing that she does. It's like good stuff,
My niece was involved in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Cedar Point is on the bucket list to go to. King's Dominion is better than Carowinds, in my opinion.
We went to King's Dominion, right?
We went to Busch Gardens.
I thought we went to King's Dominion too.
Maybe.
I think we did.
Were you with me when we went on the volcano?
Oh.
So it's like before last year, the time before that I went to King's Dominion, they still had that volcano roller coaster.
This would have been like 20 plus years ago.
Exactly.
I think we went. I think that was the first one we went to.
North of Richmond?
Yeah.
Okay.
2 separate trips. And we went to Busch Gardens a different time.
We definitely went to Busch Gardens.
Yeah, I remember that.
Possibly.
I think we did. Pretty sure.
Was it with my dad?
Yeah.
That's my dad took me one time.
I think it was with your dad.
Okay. Then maybe. Yeah, King's Dominion's awesome. Like, they took the Hurler, that wooden roller coaster at Carowinds in the Wayne's World. Used to be the Wayne's World section. No one knows what the fuck Wayne's World is, right? So,
I know what Wayne's World is.
You know what it is. Okay, anyway.
The people watching the show know what Wayne's World is.
Wayne's World.
I think so.
But anyway, they took the Hurler at King's Dominion and they turned it into a hybrid roller coaster.
What does that mean?
So it's a mix of steel and wood.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
We fixed the bad shit with metal.
They did. They really did.
Now it's a hybrid.
It's faster. It's smooth.
It's smooth?
Yeah.
It doesn't break your back?
It doesn't break your back.
I don't trust it.
It's good. It's good stuff.
I don't trust it.
It's probably one of the best roller coasters.
That one is the one that like cripples people.
Yeah, the Hurler was terrible. I didn't like it. But like since they,
What's it called now?
I don't fucking know. It's like a
The Hurler 2?
no. It's like Apple some shit. I don't know.
Apple?
Apple Orchard or something.
Apple Orchard?
I mean, they got rid of Wayne's World because no one knows what Wayne's World is. So.
The Hurler, now the Apple Orchard.
It's something like that. I don't know. Either way, it's good. And like Carowinds ought to do the same thing. It's owned by the same company. Why wouldn't they like fix up Carowinds too?
Carowinds a shithole.
Yeah, it
It
is.
has been for a long time.
Yeah, like what happened?
I don't know.
You figure with all that money in Charlotte, they could do something.
You would think so.
You would
I think
think.
they're waiting for like a big overhaul. Like a big.
I guess. I don't
I
know.
hope so. I hope that's what it is.
I don't know. It seems like they're sitting on their laurels, but yeah, they made improvements. They made improvements to King's Dominion, so I don't see why not.
What about Busch Gardens? When's the last time you've been there?
Busch Gardens, we went to year before last, I think.
Are they still pretty classy?
It's fine. The problem I have with Busch Gardens is, first off, I love it because I used to go there when I was a kid and stuff.
Right.
And when I was a kid, I remember getting these like drinks that were in these like they were fruit shaped. Like there was a grape one, like in the shape of a bunch of grapes. There was like an apple one. Then there was one that was like in a barrel. It was all plastic, had like a pull top on it.
Right.
They don't have that anymore.
Why not?
I don't know.
But you want that?
I want that.
Huh.
I want my kids to have that experience, and
Yeah.
they can't have it anymore.
That's some bullshit.
That and when I was a kid, it felt like everything was like fleshed out. It's like all the shops and stuff were like I remember them all being open.
Right.
But now when you go, it's like a lot of it's closed. So like all the rides are still there, but all the other things are closed up.
You mean they're closed up by being not in business?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like they don't have.
Is that just because of like COVID?
I don't think it's a COVID thing. I think it's just that maybe people just didn't go to them or something. There's probably
That was like the best part of Busch Gardens. All the little shops
yeah.
that were like the different
Like
countries.
they still have the different countries, but like in some cases, like France, like in the French part, there's like
no shops.
just really not. There's
Damn.
Like ice cream place, and like there's places that could be something, but they're not open.
That's a shame.
And like in the German section, they have the what's it called? The beer house thing, Oktoberfest. They have that beer hall kind of thing set up. Really, outside of that, really not a whole lot kind of going on. You know?
All that little extra stuff is why I liked it so much.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Now it's just like a theme park or an amusement park,
Yeah.
just like every other one.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And like in the Italian section, they had like the Escape from Pompeii and stuff, which is still there, but like it's like it was set up more like Roman theme kind of type stuff, and now it's kind of not. You know? So it kind of feels a little out of place.
That's a shame. I haven't been there in so long. I don't really remember. Sounds like it's not as cool as it was.
I mean, the rides are still good.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Thing about now is, knocking on 40's door is that I have to take like a Tylenol or an ibuprofen before I go on a ride.
Because you'd be sore afterward?
Because of like my head. Like it shakes you around so much, like you get a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's happened to me since my childhood, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're used to it.
I used to,
This is a new experience.
You know, like the first time I went to Busch Gardens, I didn't even ride a ride. And the first time I went to Carowinds, I don't think I rode a ride. Like I was scared of riding roller coasters.
I always thought that was weird because like Alex, he just went to Carowinds on a school field trip last week or the week before, and he was talking to this girl, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna go ride some rides." He didn't want to ride anything, like nothing at all. So it was kind of like, "Why are you at Carowinds?"
Right.
You know, if you're not gonna do this.
Yeah, I was that person.
Yeah.
I just went, and I didn't know how much fun a roller coaster was until like I rode one. So I was always just like, I don't want to do that. It looks retarded. Like it's gonna fall apart.
It's gonna fall
like
apart.
I grew up in South Florida where the fair.
Yeah.
You know, the rides were always breaking. People were always getting mangled. Like the carnies.
Yeah.
I was like, a theme park is just carnies that
Just
have graduated.
Carnies.
They went to
24/7.
college and like now they're doing the professional stuff.
Now they're doing it 24/7.
Right. So I didn't trust it. So that I would never do it. And then I finally got on one and I was like, all right, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's
right.
worth risking your life over, I guess. So I started riding them, and now like the bigger and the better they are, the more fun they are.
Yeah,
The scarier they are.
it's that thrill.
Yeah. Some of them are just outright uncomfortable though. Like
Yeah.
that wood one.
Yeah.
That really, by the end of it, you're just like, I have to go home. I'm crippled.
The problem with all the roller coasters, all of them, is that the older they get, they settle and stuff, and they get...
They start getting bangy.
Yeah.
Where it used to be smooth, it's now like a jolt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like going to Carowin and getting on, what's that? I don't remember what it's called. It's one of the older roller coasters they got. But it's a metal one, but you sit down. It's like Tornado or something. Carolina Cyclone, maybe.
Oh, yeah, Cyclone.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Like, that one I remember being smoother, but, like, the last time I was on it, like, gave me a headache.
There used to be one that you laid on.
Yeah, they still got that.
The Cyborg or something?
It's been different things.
That was the smoothest one.
Yeah, that one's not smooth anymore.
It used to, you just glided through it.
The only smooth rides at Carowinds are, like, what used to be the Intimidator and that,
Oh, it's not the Intimidator anymore?
not anymore.
What is it now?
Something else, I don't know.
It doesn't matter, right?
doesn't matter.
It'll be something else.
Right. And the Fury 325. Those are the smoothest ones.
Fury 3. That's the tallest one?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been there since that was there.
Which is a good roller coaster.
Yeah.
And Copperhead Strike is good too.
I don't know if I know what that one is.
That one is when you first get out of the train terminal, you immediately go into a corkscrew.
Isn't there a Top Gun one?
Yeah, there is.
That's still Top Gun?
I don't think so.
So that's something else too?
Let's call it something else.
Damn, this is why I can't keep up with any of them.
And part of it is because Paramount used to own them, so the rides would all kind of
be
based
movie
on,
themed?
Yeah, movie themed.
But it's not that way now.
No, Cedar Fair owns them now, so.
But it's still it's not Top Gun.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. Still there though.
Have you ever been to Carowinds for Halloween?
One time.
That's a lot of fun.
One time.
It's really cold though.
Yeah. Problem I had with it is that most of the rides were closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They only have about a third of them open.
Right.
But it is fun to go dressed up for Halloween to a theme park.
Kings Dominion is still the best. Actually, Busch Gardens used to be the best, but I think Kings Dominion overtook them.
Huh. Have you ever been to Seven Flags or Six Flags?
Six Flags.
Six Flags?
Never been to Six Flags.
I haven't either. Isn't there multiple ones?
Yeah, between Cedar Fair and Six Flags, they're the two dominant amusement park companies.
We should go to a Six Flags sometime.
Like in Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, Six Flags over Georgia. That's the closest one, I believe.
There's one in Pennsylvania, right?
Maybe? I don't know. I definitely know there's one in Georgia. There used to be one in New Orleans, but that doesn't exist anymore.
Man,
Hurricane Katrina took it out.
I wonder what that site looks like.
I like how my phone always gives interference to that.
I wonder why. It's pretty crazy.
There's a Six Flags in Maryland. We're sort of halfway between the Six Flags and... Okay, no, never mind. DC. We're sort of halfway between the Six Flags in DC and the Six Flags in Atlanta.
There's a Six Flags in D.C.?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
I mean, technically, I think it's definitely on the Maryland side. It's called Six Flags America. Yep.
Yeah, I've not been to very many theme parks. Most of them were with you when I was a kid. Been to Carowinds a couple times since. Busch Gardens a few times.
I do like kind of, when you're a kid, you don't think about these things, but now when I get on a roller coaster, like I see the torque stripe, like on the bolts, and I'm like, did it break loose? Like make sure the mark is still there, And I look at all the proc switches, on the rails and stuff.
Right.
And I didn't do that before.
Man, I wish we would have had a couple viewers.
Well, yeah, if you
Pop in, pop out.
maybe we could hire a stripper to dance in front of the camera, and then that would get a bunch of views.
She would have to dance in the background.
It's like on top.
Yeah. Yeah. Easy.
What's your name? Dusty Gazongas.
She'd have her own private chat while we're doing
Right, exactly.
the whiskey show.
What is this show? So much going on. You got some old ass stripper.
Old. 65 years old. Is that a stripper pole? No, she brought her cane over here with her.
I mean, that's the kind of quality entertainment that people are looking for. Yeah.
It does make it a lot weirder when it's live streaming. Like,
Yeah.
we haven't been as creative as normal.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty creative.
I feel like we have been missing something because we know where if it's on camera, it's still candid. But when it's live, you're like,
There's a certain expectation.
I've noticed the lack of something.
Yeah.
that we normally have that this show's like missed. And I think it's because we're live.
I don't know.
Like maybe we're just not subconsciously like used to it.
Maybe. The only thing that's really different to me is I keep looking over at the red to see if the viewers popped in. So I could like
yeah, and
see
that's
some
changing
shit.
your whole mindset of the show.
Maybe it is. But at the same time, I'm kind of just like talking like it's normal too.
I feel like there's a mix.
Yeah, maybe.
There's
maybe
a mix.
I don't know.
Because if we would just had 1 or 2 viewers, like it would have changed the whole dynamic of the show. Like one comment or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like it does make a difference.
What we need is to have a plant in the live stream.
A couple plants.
Yeah.
A couple.
Exactly.
We tell them when we're going live.
And then they like comment.
They boost
and then
our thing.
Exactly.
It gets us excited. Yeah, for sure. We should definitely do that.
Think about that.
If we told 3 or 4 people, hey, get on here when we're live and just like talk some bullshit, it would fucking make for an incredible show. Yeah, let's do that. Why didn't we plan that?
I could try to do it right now if you want me to.
Fucking plan that shit.
Fuck.
Try to do it right now.
So what do you think about that Kendrick and Drake rap battle?
I think it's probably bullshit made up to get publicity, to sell more songs, to sell more tracks.
I'm Team Kendrick only because he's from Fayetteville.
I'm Team Drake.
Oh.
I'm definitely Team Drake. But only because he's Canadian. I think it's bullshit, the battle. Why don't you throw a chat in there?
Oh.
Or did you just tell somebody to get on there?
Yeah, that was my plan, but then
Chat.
I kind of gave up halfway through.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I feel like I need more planning than this.
Yep.
Mm.
We'll plan ahead next time, guys. We'll have people in here ready to chat it up.
Maybe next time I'll buy Elden Ring, and while we're doing the whiskey tasting, I could be playing Elden Ring on the PC and do it live.
That's a lot going on.
That's a popular thing right now.
It's a lot going on there.
Yeah, they just dropped DLC.
Well, next time we'll have Cody and Buddy on. And we'll have a producer to switch the video camera angles. Maybe.
Will?
I don't know.
think so.
We might.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. It'll be a fun show. I'm going to revamp the studio, though.
Yeah,
I'm going to build some shelves with the whiskey on it.
You know, build some more support for the chairs.
Gonna.
Knob Creek. I like it. 7.
That's solid.
Solid.
That puts Danny behind quite a few again.
He's going to have to do another 16 more.
He is.
Even though he didn't do 16 last time.
No, he only did 10.
I thought he did 11.
Did he do 11?
I thought we said 11.
Did
but,
number 11 count?
Ooh. I don't know. I have to go back and watch.
I don't know. I don't think that number 11
If you're
counted.
curious on how many whiskeys Danny went through, then check out the episode.
Wisdom Whiskey and Danny's Decline.
I actually put Danny's Descent.
Danny's Descent.
Thought it sounded better.
Guys, check it out. It is a great episode. Danny falls apart like a cheap suitcase. Sorry, Danny. You know it's true. He didn't eat that day.
It was his own fault.
Yeah.
He
taking,
poured them. He poured like
He was-
huge amounts.
He was making heavy pours. He was making heavy pours. He knew it.
It was a good episode.
Yeah.
And I clipped the raccoon dick bone part out of it too.
Oh,
Uploaded
nice.
it.
Because the day will come.
I hope so.
It's like, oh, we got 300 viewers. Oh, we got 600. Oh, we got 12,000. Like, we got to have a producer. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
What do we do? Go to LinkedIn?
I don't know. I was thinking like, what if maybe whiskey is too niche?
No.
No,
That's fine.
it's fine.
Takes time. Takes time for that growth. It's got to be natural.
Natural. Yeah, it'd be nice to have someone working the keyboard so they could, one, it'd have a third person to interact with, and then two, they would be able to do the camera stuff like what we were talking about.
Yeah. And then after the episode was over, it'd already be edited.
Yeah, essentially.
Basically.
Yeah, basically.
You have to add a couple. Well, then you could really take your time editing it or editing the really good stuff.
Yeah.
Like the slow zooms and the funny stuff.
I mean, I can keep going. I'm always random, right? Starfield just released the update with the creation kit. So, like, I downloaded that. And, like, I opened it up. I had no idea what to do. So I closed it. But one day they're going to make a video on how to work this thing. And then I'm going to start making my own mod.
After you figure out how to do it.
Yeah, right. Just got to learn.
You could be the one making that video on how to do it.
Could.
You just got to figure out how to do it.
Exactly. That's the hard part, right? I open up and like, I have no idea what I'm doing here.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty random.
Yeah, pretty random.
What else you got?
Well, for Grand Theft Auto 6, I'm thinking about upgrading my computer
In order to play it better?
just to do it. Yeah.
Have a better experience?
Yeah. Exactly.
How much better does it need to be?
So I didn't realize how much of a PC snob I was until I was talking to my son
Uh-huh.
about playing Starfield and how he was doing it on console at only 30 FPS. And I'm sitting here playing it on like 100 FPS.
Uh-huh.
And like, if the frames drop to below 60, I can't play it anymore. It looks like trash.
Trash?
It looks like trash.
Below 60?
Below 60 is trash. And he's over there playing it on 30.
Damn, like a basic little...
Yeah. Like, yeah, you get used to it, and it's like you can't go back. You know?
So, in order to upgrade your computer to play Grand Theft Auto 6, what do you have to do?
I probably won't do a full upgrade because I just built it last year.
Mm-hmm.
But I used all last gen stuff except for the motherboard and CPU. So I'll probably just do a few things like in preparation for a new GPU and with the next generation coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably upgrade the power supply and probably the CPU cooler. I got oh shit, it's a German company. It's a damn, I can't remember what it's called now. Got me on the spot. Anyway, I was gonna get like a Noctua cooler. I'm sticking with the fans. I'm not ready for the water cooler yet. It's a little too much.
Not ready.
Yeah, not ready. Stick with the fans for now. Which I noticed, like when I was trying to do the AI stuff with that computer, how hot the CPU got. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I keep track of like the CPU temperature.
I don't do anything like that. Like, I hear the fan come on, I'm like, this fucking thing's getting hot.
Now, like I went with the the AM5 socket. So like I have current generation AMD motherboard. So DDR5 memory. So all that's good to go for the next couple of years. Because AMD has a good track record of supporting their socket for a number of years, more so than Intel does, which is the reason why I went with the AMD chipset. On the GPU side, I go back and forth, because of all the AI stuff that I kind of want to try.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is all built towards NVIDIA or NVIDIA tech, but at the same time, it feels good to be different with the AMD stuff. And I haven't had any problems out of AMD except for when it comes to the AI generation stuff.
Right, because you need more power.
Nah, it's just because the way that they the way that the software is structured is probably already done on NVIDIA stuff because they're so market dominant that they're not willing to optimize for AMD stuff.
Right.
Because they own such a small share. Even though they're number 2, it's still like a distant number 2. Some more stuff. Alex got his license, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you he got lost?
Yeah.
Yeah, told you that. He got
like
lost.
right around the corner from your house?
Basically.
Yeah.
Like going to his grandma's. He's gotten better, but he's still only going to like certain spots.
How's he liking his car?
I don't think he cares too much.
Is he keeping it clean?
No.
He doesn't care at all.
It's not like it's dirty though, because he doesn't dirty it.
Because he doesn't use it?
He just doesn't really use it.
Man, I would have been gone.
Yeah.
Me and you would have been... We were gone.
We were gone. Yeah.
We were gone.
100%.
Non-stop, all the time.
Yeah. Always out doing something, going somewhere.
Always. 24/7. If we weren't in school...
We weren't in school a whole lot.
No, we weren't. But we went out on the town and shit.
Yeah, not anymore.
Well, we used to tell your parents you were staying at my house and tell my parents we were staying at your house? Or did my mom just not care?
I think your mom just didn't care.
and we could do whatever.
Yep, basically.
Yeah, those were good times.
Smoke cigars at 16 at pool halls and
Yeah, drink beer,
drink beer. Go to High Point Road.
race
Or
people.
High Point Road. I said High Point Road. What I meant was Main Street. Not
And
High
High Point.
Yeah.
Go racing.
Good old days.
Man, you could race right there in town
Right there in town.
and not get arrested.
Yeah, I'm trying to trying to get him to get a job to help us pay for this insurance. And he was telling me that Food Line required a resume. And I was sitting here thinking, no, they
No.
don't. Food Line does not require a resume.
Food Lion is number one. Is the number one job for most people. Is first job.
Yeah.
So
Probably.
where's the resume coming from? Oh
He
my
made a
God.
resume.
Oh my
He
God!
was-
What does his resume say?
It's all like school stuff, you know, like things he's done. And
Food
I was
Lion.
sitting here like, man, like it's probably better to have a resume than not have one. But at the same time, they're gonna take that resume, look at it, and be like, okay, he's a high school kid,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's gonna be it. It's not gonna be like
But it's Food Lion.
it's Food Line. Yeah.
So what does it matter? Don't you want high school kids
You would think so.
to
yes.
stock some shelves?
Yeah, that's
They
the
got
idea.
energy. They can work.
That's the idea.
Man, gotta have a resume.
Yeah. So he's already got it. So like, I just need him to go ahead and apply. You know.
So what's his second choice?
We really haven't talked about second choice. I guess Mayberry's. I mean, he could do the express loop thing, you know, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. How can you fuck that up? He could do that.
I mean, Curtis used to.
Yeah.
A lot of people used to, actually.
Yeah, it's true. It's one of those beginner jobs.
Yeah.
Oil
I
changes.
think it would do him a lot of good.
So to get to know how to do that stuff.
Well, to do that stuff, but just have a job. So he's like
Oh yeah.
out and interacting with other people and making money and being responsible and all the stuff that, you know, you do.
Yeah.
It's good for you, right?
Definitely good for you.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, you know, an idealistic, you know, young person forever. You want to be a
Disconnected.
old man, you know, like
You want to be an old man?
old man angry at the world, like frustrated with his job, working forever.
No, you don't want to become that.
Oh, you don't want to come. Okay, never mind. Had it backwards.
I guess there is probably a lot of old people like that.
I mean, ultimately, I think, in all honesty, I think it's good for him just to try to get used to the way the world works, you know.
Yeah.
And at the same time, he's got good grades, so, like, you know, maybe he can do something with that.
Yeah, like you have a shitty job because you're a teenager,
Yeah.
but you're doing good at school. Like
Yeah.
this is just
You can learn how, like, the world operates outside of school, you know.
once you reach a certain place in your career, you never get to go back and work like service jobs.
That's true.
It's good to get them over with when you're young
Yeah. Yeah.
because you do learn a lot
Yeah. I think so.
by working with people.
I think my problem, I don't know. I think working.
Your problem. What's your problem?
I think my problem when it came to working was that, like, I saw the money and I was like, why am I wasting my time at school? Like, you just work
Yeah.
to make money, and I was like, you know, lead somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard.
That
to
is
say.
a problem, actually.
It's hard to say.
Don't pass that trait on.
Don't.
Tell Alex, like, yeah, it's not money. Like, it's nothing. It's worthless. Because the job you're really going to get is you're going to make a lot of money. Don't stick with this.
Yeah.
You were like, nah, I might as well not go. Miss Winters fucking pays the bills.
Fuck yeah.
I work twice as hard to get paid twice as much.
I do think the economy is a lot different than it used to be too.
Yeah, you really could survive back then on working like part-time.
I mean, yes and no. I'm talking more about like, it feels like all these places are hiring,
Mm-hmm.
and like they can't keep anyone.
Right.
So like to have someone that would do their job and maybe like 1% more,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be like the best employee,
Right.
you know.
And there used to be a lot more of those.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
felt like it was a lot harder to kind of move up and do those things.
Mm-hmm.
But now where it feels like everyone's a little bit lazy,
Mm-hmm.
it feels like it doesn't take as much to be a little bit better.
Mm-mm. No. So why is nobody doing it?
Because it's hard work. Hard work sucks.
But it's like, how much harder is it? It's not that hard. People were doing it before.
I mean, it's harder than nothing, I guess.
It's true. But
Yeah. I don't know. But also, it's an old trope, too. Bunch of old people complaining about the younger generation not wanting to do anything.
yeah, but it is true.
Is it?
Every generation gets lazier.
Yeah.
You have to. Just because pure technology makes life easier.
Mm.
So you have to, like, it's by nature. You're getting lazier. Some faster than others.
Yeah. I still think
But per generation, every generation gets lazier.
that's definitely what it feels. That's definitely what it seems like. And with technology, like, and talking about, like, beginning jobs and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about McDonald's, right?
Right?
So that's like a classic job that you do as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
And these kiosks that they have at McDonald's, like, there's no one at the register anymore, hardly.
Right.
So you order from the kiosk.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes that experience worse
Right.
because you haven't talked to that person at the register. So it's almost like they don't know that there's an order.
Uh-huh.
So it makes things feel like it's slower and less personal.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if someone were to just be a little bit more customer service oriented in
Mhm.
that position, it would go a long way.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would. I saw a commercial or something, a stat. It was like 1 in 10 Americans have worked at McDonald's.
I'm sure it's crazy.
Fucking wild,
Yeah,
man.
McDonald's is like a
10.
common thing. Yeah.
1 in 10 have worked at McDonald's. That's
I mean,
crazy.
I know a lot of people give fast food employees a lot of shit, but like, I have a little sympathy for them. You know, like
Yeah.
it gets a little hectic. You know,
Yeah.
you get a bunch of orders come in, bells and whistles are going
Fucking
off.
hot grease is
Yeah,
popping
hot grease
everywhere.
is popping. You gotta get things going. You know, like,
Yeah.
it gets hectic. Yeah.
I believe you. I would like to do that. I mean, I would like to experience that for like a day.
Just for a day.
Not like a full-time job, but like just run a,
Yeah.
you know, head the kitchen up for a day. It would be fun. I think I could handle it.
That would be a good podcast.
Yeah.
Or like a documentary or something.
Go live at a
Yeah,
restaurant.
Exactly. This is how it really is. This is
Yeah.
really real.
Have you ever fried chicken before? No.
You gotta learn
You'd
today.
be fine, man. You'd be fine.
I will say this: like, there was one time I went to work at Miss Winters, and like I called out. I was like, or I called them. I was like, man, I'm sick. Like, I can't come in. And they're like, we don't have anyone. You know, need you to come in. Like, there's no one else available. And it wasn't like I was lying. Like, I was legitimately sick. I was like snot and like coughing and all kinds of stuff. Right. I'm sure I spread some disease
Oh
to
my
somebody
God.
because it was like, I was so sick. Like, I was still working, you know.
And you were
like,
just cooking chicken?
like cooking chicken. You know?
God damn, man. Nobody else.
No one else. I'm the only one.
Man. Were your employees, like, looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with
They
you?
should have. I don't know if they did or not.
Man.
Fry that chicken.
That sounds like what we used to do back in the day. It didn't matter if you were sick.
Yeah.
You could fucking go to work.
That's the thing. Like, if you think about it long enough, it was like, man, you shouldn't be snotting all over
No.
this chicken. You know?
No.
No one wants to eat that.
No. But if you would have stayed home, they would have had to close the restaurant. They would have made no money, Chris.
Or the manager would have had to have cooked the chicken. That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Bring the manager's
That's-
ass in
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Does that say 2 right there?
Yeah, we've been on for 2 hours and 3 minutes.
No, I meant that red number.
Oh shit! No, we have a viewer.
We've got a viewer in
We
here.
got a live chat.
All right.
Or not live chat. We have a viewer.
All right, viewer.
All right, single viewer.
Put something in the chat so we know that you're here. Chris has been waiting for your arrival.
I think it's a bot.
You think it's a bot? If it was a bot, he'd be talking.
No, bots don't talk.
Bots do talk. That's why they're called bots, Chris.
Yeah, they don't live chat.
If it's a, how do you know it's a bot if it's not saying anything? It would be a phantom.
What?
It has to say something. Does that say 3 now?
I mean, if it. No, it says 2.
You got all excited. You're like, oh shit, we're popping off in here.
3, 4. Oh, we done 1. Yeah,
Son
we
of
lost
a
them.
bitch.
Yeah.
They ran.
They did. Called him out.
Everybody's so scared.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit's not happening here.
They're so scared to jump in on the chats.
That's what it is.
Damn. That's a shame. That's really a shame. It's alright. We'll get there, Chris. We'll get there. One day there's going to be so many chats coming through we're not going to be able to...
Yeah, and I'd be able to sort through them all.
No.
And, you know, if you do a super chat, then we'll be extra nice to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
It means they give us money.
Oh. It's weird when you look over there and then you see what you were doing 10 seconds ago.
Yeah,
It's very strange.
a little bit.
Well, I think this episode is just about winding down.
Yeah. I feel like this episode's going to have a lot of editing to it.
Oh, every episode has a lot of editing to it, Chris. Thank you. But yeah, office is open to you anytime you want to come and edit an episode. All you.
You're doing a good job.
Thanks. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on Rumble. Yeah, whoever the 2 of you were that popped in and popped out. Thank you, everybody.
4.
Everybody who's watching on YouTube. You've been incredible. There's quite a few of you, at least 36, maybe 22. I don't know, but it's somewhere around there. Thanks for watching. Join us next time when we bring the rock stars on to play some music and drink some whiskey.
Done?
That's it.
Done.